Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's reading vlog. I don't really have like a theme for this week. We're just kind of gonna do all the things together. I'm finally done traveling for a little bit and I just set my August TBR, so if you haven't seen that video, go back and watch that. Otherwise, this is going to be a spoiler for you of what I'm going to be reading this month. I'm currently in the middle of 2 books that I've already started so far this month. So, Saving 6, I'm about 50% through that. And The Butcher's Masquerade, which is book 5 in the Dungeon Crawler Carl universe, I'm about 15 to 20% through that. This week, I would love to finish Saving 6, and I would also really like to at least start, and if not start, also finish The Comeback by Renee S. Clark. That is only like 200 pages. I think it's doable to tack on, especially because I am already 50% through Saving 6, so that should be a quick wrap up. I've been flying through that book. Absolutely flying through that book. It's been so good. I started it on the flight over to Portland, and then I didn't pick it up again since getting home, but now that I'm home, I've been picking it up like more often, and that book is just absolutely flying. So I could see myself easily finishing that within the next couple of days. That's been my ebook of choice. And then I have The Butcher's Masquerade as an audiobook. Been listening to that like in the car, at the gym, sort of. I am not really like an audiobook at the gym type of girl. I really need like to put all my brain capacity into my lift and not like partially into an audiobook and then partially into my lift. So I was listening to it at the gym earlier and then I switched to music. And then I think that's just going to be like a car audiobook. I'm not reading anything like physically, like page turning anything right now. I thought about starting a 3rd book, but I said, you know what? Let's just do 2. Let's be good. So as soon as I finish Saving 6, if I'm not compelled and like, if Saving 6 doesn't end on a cliffhanger, we're going to jump right into The Comeback. But I have a feeling, because I already got the 5-star tingles, like the 5-star feeling for this book, we might have to amend the TBR ever so slightly. If I have to jump into the next one because Saving 6 ends on a cliffhanger, I will be doing that. I'm kind of hoping that's not the case though, because my TBR for this month is looking pretty good. Like I want to stick to it as much as I can. That's the intro. That's what we're going to be reading this week. We're going to get some workouts in. I did get a workout in earlier. I didn't film it because I'm actually, if you could probably tell from my voice, I'm just getting over being sick. Came home, got the typical like travel, airplane, temperature change, cold. I've been trying to get over that. Today is the first day since being home that I felt 100%. I still sound a little sick, but I feel great. My Garmin said my body battery this morning was at a 95. So I said, you know what? Let's get back into the things. So I went to the gym this morning. I do need to go for a walk, which I think I'm actually going to do now. I think we are going to go for an audiobook walk now before it rains again, because it's been raining on and off all day. And the last thing I want to do is go on the treadmill. So if I can get outside, even if it's misting, I don't mind being out there. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's go for a walk. And then I will see you guys after that. I just got back from a walk and I just showered. I'm trying to let my hair like air dry and try not to touch it, but it's constantly in the way. I just want to like put it back. I listened to a good chunk of The Butcher's Masquerade. I think I forgot to take a screenshot at like the starting point, but now I'm 21%. So before I was like 15 to 20. I think I was closer to like 15 to 18, but now I'm at 21%. I also tried to create a little reel of like, how much can I walk while I'm listening to my audiobook? So I have to edit that and post it maybe like Thursday, either tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday, one of those days. I am now going to go sit on the couch and read Saving 6 before I go out, because I just need to turn the brain off and just like get into a different world. I love being in the Dungeon Crawler Carl world, but it heavily involves my brain with all the different like people that they're meeting, different characters, different spells, different things in their inventory. It's just, I need a lot of brain power. That's why I like to walk and listen to that, because that's the one thing I can focus on. So I think I'm going to go read Saving Six now. I do have to do some YouTube editing though. So I'm kind of like, do I squeeze in a couple minutes of YouTube editing? Do I read? Maybe I should be responsible and edit. I don't want to edit. All right. You know what? I think we're going to be responsible and I think we're going to edit. And then I can read at the end of the night before I go to bed. Yeah, I think that's a good compromise. So let's hop over to my laptop, get some editing done, and then I will see you guys when it's time to go out.
And but you also acknowledge, and there was some hurt for him on the other end of that.
Ended up trading Clay Holmes to the Cubs.
Was he like an important part of the Mets?
Yeah.
Hello, you guys. I just sat down to do some editing because I want to get ahead and I want to get a second video out this week. So I thought that would be fun. I did do a good amount of reading or listening to Dungeon Crawler Carl yesterday while I was on my walk. I listened to about 10% of it. So now I'm, I think, at the 20-ish% mark. I am going to, hold on, mute everything because a bunch of text just came through and I don't want the dinging in the background. I think this book, I know I was saying this earlier, I think, maybe not. Or I was thinking about it. Or I was thinking about saying it. But anyway, I think this book, we're really going to see like Princess Donut just come to the forefront. I think Carl and Katya have like stolen the show for the first 4 books. But now I think Donut and Mongo, I would like to see them start to dictate some things, which I think would be really, really cool. There's still a lot of book left. This book is so incredibly thick. I'm looking at it right now and it's almost the size of 3 other books. Like if I were to put 3 books together, it would make like this book. So it's going to take me a little bit to get through. And also yesterday, I didn't read too much of Saving Six, but I did read enough to give an update on that. So like I've been saying, this is Joey and Aoife's story. And they're finally, you know what, when you read one of those books where it takes the 2 main characters like a million bajillion years to finally like get to it and just like kiss already. That's these 2. And obviously their circumstances prevented them from doing that. But also like they finally are realizing like they can be together. It's okay. Even though they both have the thoughts in the back of their head of like, you know, this person could really hurt me. Like they could both really hurt each other, but they're not going to. And it's just been really cool to see how tender and how caring Aoife is for Joey. And just like she's realizing that's what he needs because that's not what he gets at home. And just seeing him be like, oh, she sees me. She understands me. Like this is really weird and I'm not used to this. It's really cool to watch his character develop. And I think Chloe Walsh just overall, I mean, I've only read 2.5 books at this point, but I think Chloe Walsh does a really great job of character development and making you feel something. Feel what the characters are going through. Feel the change. I just think she does a great job with that. So that's my reading update. And like I said, I'm going to edit because I want to get some more content out for you guys. That's not just like weekly vlogs. I'm also thinking about changing like the, I guess, structure of the weekly vlogs, but also incorporating some different videos in there as well. Like maybe a day in a life or maybe more of a specific reading vlog, like different things. Because I feel like, I don't know, do the weekly vlogs get boring? Like, I never know. This video that I'm going to edit now is my August TBR and July wrap up. So I'm going to hop over to that because it's just about done importing. Because I did it in one like big video instead of doing multiple clips. So I'm just waiting for that to copy over and then I'm going to get started on that. But if I have a bigger reading update later tonight, I'll make sure to come back and chat with you guys. But for right now, that's my update. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go for a walk, but none of my TBR books are available on Libby to listen to. So I'm checking Spotify and I want to start the book club book. But on Fable, it's one book. On book clubs, it's another book. So I'm gonna see what's available on Spotify. So Ready or Not is available. Ooh, a surprise. Okay. I'm not gonna read what it's about, but just the like headline, I was like, oh, come on, it's that trope. We'll see how this goes. That one is ready. And then the Summer Girlfriend is also available, but I feel like I really just want to like read that, whether it's e-reader or physically. I couldn't think of the word. So we're going to start Ready or Not, literally just going to start on 0%. And the goal is to walk as long as possible. I have 3,000 steps in. I really should do like 2 miles. I have 40 minutes to get this done. So we're going to like power walk, and then I will see you guys after the walk is done, and we'll do a little reading update. What a crazy evening it has been. So I got that walk in, and I power walked, and then realized, oh my goodness, it is so hot. I need to hop in the shower immediately. So I listened to the first 10% of Ready or Not. I got a little jump scare with what I thought was going to be the trope. I still don't know whether this is truly going to be the trope of the book or not, and I don't want to knock it immediately because it's a trope I don't care for, but we're gonna see how this goes. I'm in the first 10%. Basically what's happened so far is this girl finds out that she's pregnant. It's a one-night stand situation, and she tells her best friend. Her best friend is somebody that is already having a hard time trying to conceive and have children and really wants to have children. So kind of just like heavy right off the bat. I feel like the author does a really good job balancing the heaviness of infertility and navigating that with a friend that accidentally got pregnant, and like some humor, as odd as that is. I just feel like it's making it enjoyable. So I got through the first 10% on my walk. I walked just under 2.5 miles. How about that? And yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's gripped me. Like, I literally am going to listen to it as soon as I'm done talking to you guys. And it's gonna make for some interesting book club discussion. I have to put my thoughts into some posts while they're fresh in my head for the first few chapters. I want to get to like chapter 5 and then take a break. I don't want to get too far ahead of everybody else that's in the club. So I'm hoping, or my goal is today at least, to get to chapter 5 and then switch to the other book club book, which is The Summer Girlfriend by Christina Forrest. So I'm very excited to be reading both of these books. They're both new to me authors, high expectations, and it's just gonna be a great time. So I'm heading to youth group now. I'm running late because I was like, I need to hop in a shower. I didn't think I was going to need to, and I was like, no, like I really need to. So yeah, that's the update. That's the reading update. I'll see you guys later when I listen to Saving 6. Okay, guys, I just got in bed. I'm calling it a night. I had my little snack. My macro cap for tonight was pretzel crisps and the cinnamon roll Oreos. I was able to have 3 of them, which was very exciting. I did track them early enough in the day that I was like, yes, I know these are going to work at the end of the night. So I was able to work around that, which is pretty awesome. So I have to give you guys like a whole fitness update. I'm just still not sure whether I want to keep it like in the weekly vlogs or do separate vlogs for them. I don't know. I have to still decide. So I just sat down to read Saving 6. It's 9:49 p.m. right now. I'm going to be reading Saving 6 until I can't keep my eyes open anymore. And then we'll continue on with this reading vlog tomorrow morning. Good morning, you guys. I have a reading update. I'm very excited about this one. I have not finished a book yet, but I am 85. I had to think about that. I literally just put the book down. I am 85% through Saving 6, and oh my goodness. This book is just I thought Shannon and Johnny's story, and that was his name. I could not for the life of me remember his name, but he's finally been reintroduced in Saving Six. I thought Shannon and Johnny's story was like just gut wrenching. Ugh. Joey and Aoife's story is just like 50 times more, and it's gonna be just such a hard way to finish this book. Okay, good. I was gonna say if I have time in between Saving Six and like getting back into Joey and Aoife's story, I was gonna freak out, but I have Keeping Six next, and I think I'm gonna have to just jump right into it, you guys. I think that I don't even know like how this book is gonna end in going into Keeping Six, but if I had to guess, Keeping Six is going to be picking up from where we left off in Keeping 13. Was it Keeping 13 or was it Binding 13? I just remember one scene in particular where something really big happens to Joey, and that was in one of Shannon's books. I think Keeping 13 is probably going to be like from that point forward, and I think Keeping Six is going to be from that point forward, and maybe Saving Six is going to be the whole story up to that point. I don't know. I'm 85% through, like I said. So I'm wrapping this book up today. I am making it happen. I posted a reel about this book. It was my first time posting in a long time, actually, doing like a coffee and currently reading with a book quote. And it did so well. I was shocked. I posted it like super late last night too. So I'm going to try to do more of those, like the book quote things. Today I have to make a reel. It's National Book Lovers Day, so I want to make a reel of like what I'm doing later to celebrate that, and it's going to be really fun. For now, though, I have to get ready to go to church, so I have to stop reading. So a quick little update. And I'll give you guys one final update later when I finish this book. Hopefully it's later. It might be tomorrow. We got to see how the day goes because we're going to watch another Spider-Man movie tonight, so I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of time to read. But that's all to be determined. We'll figure that out later. But for now, this is the reading update, and I will see you guys at my last and final one.
Good morning, you guys. I wanted to wrap up this quick little spend a couple days with me vlog, and also like a little bit of a reading update. I did pick up a book yesterday for National Book Lovers Day, and I accidentally left it in Dan's car, so I forget the title. I think it's like Annie Knows Everything, and from what I gathered on the back of the book, she was just laid off from her job, but somehow was able to swing a new position in the same company, but on a different team, and it was on the data strategy team. And then she doesn't really know anything about data and coding and any of that, but then meets, I don't know if it's the team lead or just somebody else on the team. We're getting at it like a broody, like annoying, kind of, I don't want to say like down, but I guess just like, again, broody man. And I think his name is Connor. They're going to probably have some sort of, have to work together on a project or something like that. So that is the book that I did pick up yesterday. And I'm hoping to put it on the September TBR. I think that would be really fun to get it read ASAP because my August TBR is rather large. So, yeah, it was so much fun to spend a couple days together, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little break from the weekly vlog action. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notifications, all the fun YouTube things, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.